welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today is another LEGO minifigure collection episode. In front of me, I've got every single LEGO Ewok minifig ever made. These cute and cuddly tribal teddy bears will always have a place in my heart, but let's be real, if they were gonna eat Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, what do you think they did with the bodies of the Imperial troops after the war? And on that note, let's get into the collection review. I'm going to go through these guys chronologically from when they were released, what sets they came out in, and how much they are worth. And you can probably tell who these first two Ewoks are based on just how they look. And they actually came out in the same set, Ewok Attack 7139, so here they are together. The all-brown teddy bear Wicket is played by Warwick Davis. He's the first Ewok we ever see in the movie. And the other guy is Paploo, who's most famous for stealing one of the speeder bikes. They were released in 2002, that is 3 years after the initial Star Wars license was given to LEGO. And of course they look dated with their shiny plastic and lack of printing. They each sell for around $7 a piece. And we don't get any new Ewoks for quite a while because there really weren't any other Ewok sets until 2009, and we get these three guys. They all came out in that Battle of Endor set 8038. On the left again we have Wicket. Of course the brown plastic is new, but the main difference is with the mold. The shape of it has changed entirely, and with the added printing for the hood, it definitely changes the dimension up a lot when you can see the ears poking through the top and his face showing through the cloth in the front. He's about $11 on BrickLink, but this marked printing difference probably shows through even better with Paploo because of his tan headpiece. Not only does he have a little detail for his stitch just like Wicket, but he has a very nice little print for some feathers on the side of his head. Paploo new is about $8, but let's check out the last guy from this set. This is Chief Chirpa. I guess it's also worth saying that this guy also came out in another set in 2013, the Ewok Village 10236. The mold for him is still exactly the same as the other two, yet now the colors have changed. He is all gray with dark gray hands and has brown printing for the hood. He's slightly more common than the other two, which makes him slightly cheaper, and I'd say he goes for around $6 or $7. 2 years later we get two new minifigs. They both came out in the Ewok Attack set 7956. Tokat is with the black fur and Logray has the tan and white fur. You can see he also has a skull on top of his head and a mold for a pouch that goes around his waist. That is because he is the chief shaman of the village, I think. And this was the Ewok that C-3PO had to convince not to cook the rest of his team. So this minifig, even though he's a little bit more intricate with the newer mold, goes for around $7 on BrickLink. While Tokat has the same mold as the others, but just different colors, he actually goes for around $8. Alright, now I mentioned the Ewok Village set from 2013 just a minute ago. Here are a couple of minifigs that first came out in that set. This is our third and final Wicket. He's got the same mold as all the other guys, pretty much, but just the printing on his face has changed. You can see a lot more lighter fur, and the white dots in his eyes I think got a little bigger. And being exclusive to this gigantic set, it makes him very rare, and I think just Wicket is the most sought after Ewok figure, which means this guy is the most expensive of the Ewoks. He is $17. And nearly the same applies for this guy here. This is Teebo. He's also a shaman and uses the same mold as Logray, though this guy is much more gray. He also has a bit more intricate detail printing right on the top by the skull, and Teebo, being exclusive to this set, comes out to around $12 on BrickLink. Now, oddly enough, the last Ewok in the collection is actually the first of the Ewoks to not be a specific character. This guy is simply labeled Ewok Warrior from the same set, but he was also released in the Star Wars Advent Calendar set 75097. The body is definitely a little bit lighter colored. We haven't had that color for an Ewok, nor have we had the same color for his hands. He's got sort of an olive printing for the covering on his head, but he is not exclusive to this giant set because he also comes out in the Star Wars Advent Calendar set, which makes him actually, I think, the cheapest of the Ewoks. He's around $3. Alright, so that is the collection. We have 10 Ewoks in total. I'm really happy to see that they are all different. These collections are often riddled with minifigures that have just switched around a bunch of pre-existing parts, or ever so slightly tweaked the same part where you can't even really tell the difference. Granted, we only see 3 different head molds, but every single print is a different print. Not a very common thing to see within a minifigure collection, but if I had to choose any other kinds of Ewoks that I would like to see in the future, I don't know, why not an Ewok baby? Alright, so that is the episode. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoy our content, remember you can always like this video or subscribe. And if you have any ideas about another LEGO collection you want to see in the future, you can let us know in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.